What's up guys? Today I'm gonna be teaching you a tutorial on how to do the main parts of the song Out Getting Ribs by Krule. I want to say it's an intermediate song because at first I did think it was pretty difficult, but I was able to learn it pretty quick. I'd say about a week I have it pretty good. So I think if I can do it, you guys will definitely be able to do it as well. So yeah, I'll show you. The main first thing is that you will need to detune two of your strings, and that's going to be your E, your low E, and your G string. Mine are already tuned to what it needs to be, so I'll be showing you that. So basically your low E string has to be tuned down to a D. And it's pretty easy to do this even if you don't know how to do it. You just listen to your D, and then you basically pull and rotate your E string slot until it reaches that point. So your low E string is a D, and your G string is going to be tuned a half step down to an F sharp. Right, so yeah, that will be your tuning. So that's what we got. To begin, I'm going to start from the intro part, which is how I do it. This might not be the exact version, but it's what's best in my opinion. So go to your 7th fret, it's right here. I'm gonna bar it, and I know barring chords might be difficult, and I thought that too, but the typical easy way to get around this is use your pointer finger, bar down the first four strings on the 7th fret. So you're gonna have, and now this is important because you're gonna have to bar this part a lot all throughout the song, so it's good to already get a practice into it. And your thumb's gonna come over the top, and you're gonna have the bar for B, for the 7th fret. So now you go like that. And for this song, you will be hammering a lot, so play that. And I like to take my ring finger because my middle finger is in a little bit of an awkward place. So strum it down, then play the B string, and then put your ring on that 1st fret, or technically not your 1st fret, but it would be your 8th fret. And now you can let go of that shape. So far you have 4 over, 2 at the top, B8, and that's all you have so far. One more time. It's good to practice multiple times. 7, B8. Now I'm going to take your pointer finger to the 5th fret of the 6th string, which is E, which would be that, but you're going to strum down all the way down, and now you're going to play that same note again. Don't strum down the sound, not like that, just play it. You're going to slide all the way to your 12th fret, which would be that. Now we're going to have to go back to the bar shape. So bar those first 4, as you can see there. You're going to play your first 4. Alright, so you're going to play your top string, your E, D. Now you're going to play your B. So you have, and with your pinky you're going to hammer on to that 3rd fret, which would be your 10th fret. It's that. So far we have E, D, hammer on, and you're going to do the same thing with your ring finger on the 8th fret of the G string. So you have, get to practice that a couple times. And now you just put your ring finger on the 9th fret of the D string. You're going to slide it down the fret until around like the 5th fret, so which would be right here. Because when you get down there, you're going to want to play, and that's pretty simple. It's just on the 5th fret you could use any of your fingers. I prefer to use my middle finger or even my ring fingers. It really doesn't matter for that part. So ring, I'm going to use my middle finger actually. So 6, 4, 3, 4, onto the 4th, 6, 4, 3, 4. So we got So far we have, from the beginning, that's all we get so far. And that repeats 4 times. So you're going to want to practice that 4 times. So we're going to practice that 4 times. After those 4 times, we're going to move on to the next part. And it's not terrible from here on out, in my opinion. So I think that's just the most difficult part of it, just getting that part down. But if you practice what I just told you multiple times, you will get it. So that's a good part of it. So let's practice. Now that we're here, you're going to want to go back to the bar shape on the 7th fret again. And from here, you're going to pluck down 4, 3. And then you're going to release that bar shape. And you're only going to keep your pointer finger off the 3rd, obviously. And you're going to kind of release it. And then come off. You see that? Play 2, come off. But that's important because you go 4, 3, ring, goes onto the 9th fret. My finger almost comes off, basically, my pointer finger. So you can't do that, so it goes. So go 4, 3, ring on the 9th fret of the D string, which that is. So I go. And you're gonna go back to the hammer shape. Not really. You're actually gonna play the D string, the 7th fret and the D. So you have. So you have that. So that's good to practice. So yeah, now that you have that, ring finger onto the 9th of the A string. And then back your pointer finger on the 7th of the A string. And then to the 5th of the A string. So you have the hammer on, 4, 3, ring finger. So that part is a little bit complicated, but definitely again, practice. 4, 3, 4, 3, hammer on there. Not really a hammer on, just play the note. 4, 3, ring, back to that shape. It's almost like a pattern, basically. So you have those 4, 3, but then it's just back and forth from your pointer to your ring finger, just on different strings. Just keep practicing that. You can watch my fingers too if that helps. And then from there, just that, you know how the pattern goes at the end of the part, which was difficult. So it goes 6, 4, 3, 4, 6, 4, 3, 4 on your top E string, and you go 5th and 4th fret for that. So the same as before. And you're gonna repeat that pattern for 2 times. So far this is what we have. So we're gonna start all the way from the beginning. The first bar shape, B, ring there. 5th fret, all of them ring out. slide to the 12th shape. And now you're on the 4th fret of the E string, and you have the. This is an important pattern. You're gonna keep playing that, except your frets are getting changed, and this it's just the ending. So you have that. So you play that one time. So you play that one time when you go from. Now you're gonna go back to your 5th fret, onto your 7th, onto your 9th. Slide down to your 2nd fret and only play that E string, and then open. So all together it should look something like this. And that's essentially it. So that's literally all the song is. And now it's up to you what you want to do with that. You just have to keep practicing it. I know it sounds difficult, especially with the barring, but I mean, I showed you a way to get away of the big bar on the 7th fret at the beginning. So that's definitely helpful. Play that. And then honestly, I'm pretty shocked that I even learned this, because for me, it was like I couldn't bar this at all. But I kind of just woke up one morning and I knew how to bar. And that's the beauty of guitaring, because you never know what one day is going to be like. You might just know how to play something, and that was me one day. But I believe in you guys. You can definitely do that. And that's about it for the song. Have a good day.